Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome to part 4, which is the last and final part of the ridiculously huge 1,000 ounce unboxing week that we've been having here in the Backyard Bullion household. It has been a really fun week so far. If you haven't checked out parts 1, 2 and 3, then please do go have a look. The links are down in the description below. If this is the first video of the series that you're stumbling across, then well worth starting there. Parts 1 and 2, I did all of the actual unboxing from the boxes that we got. Part 3, yesterday we had a kind of cursory tour. I mean, I realised after I'd filmed it that we hadn't really even scratched the surface of what's on the table here, but we looked at some of the bigger pieces as well as the Queen's Beast series and talked about kind of the generic, cheaper bullion that people were buying as part of this group order. So go and have a look at those other parts if you haven't already. So today we're going to be having a look at some of the more sort of premium style coins or individual type coins that people have been buying. So a lot of what we focused on yesterday were kind of the bulk buys. Today we're going to be looking at things where maybe there were only 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or even one of these items bought in this group order rather than hundreds. People may be collecting these rather than stacking them. Now, as yesterday, I have no real clue where to start, so let's just pick up the first thing that we see here. And okay, this is a good one to start with. This is the 2018 African Elephant Anniversary coin. So these were very sought after, certainly on goldsilver.be and throughout Europe, and I saw a thread going on the Silver Forum that people were looking to get hold of these. So I decided to go ahead and buy what we could off the goldsilver.be website. Really nice coins actually. I'm keeping one of these for myself, so I'm no doubt going to feature this on In Focus Friday at some point, but people were going quite crazy over those. They are very cool indeed. What else have we got? So we've got here some of the, these are the new giraffes from the Rwandan Wildlife series, if I can get them out properly. These are really cool. I love the Rwandan Wildlife series, I have to say. It's really very elegant and pretty, and whilst you can't really tell because they're in the kind of plastic flips here, they're actually really nice sort of finished, nice smooth shiny finished coins, but the plastic gives it the kind of a different feel and texture to the coins. But those giraffes are the latest in that Rwandan series, so those are very cool. We've got pandas galore, lots of 2018 pandas have come in this order. Pandas are obviously incredibly collectible and they seem to do really well year after year. And in fact, there's some pandas in here. In fact, here's one of them, which is a 2009 panda. And this, this is just an example of why pandas are really kind of good as a kind of collector's potential investment, because these are all sitting at like 30-40 euros per coin, which is obviously considerably more than the latest release ones are. Here's an interesting one as well, going back to the elephant theme as well. This is a 2-ounce elephant. I really like the larger size elephants from the Somali coins. So you can see here the really shiny finish on the back there, and you don't get that when you have it in the sort of plastic OMP that it comes in. But this is a 2-ounce version. It's a really good coin because they're really big in diameter, very thin profile, so I really like all of those. Here's another fun coin, which I've picked up one of these myself as well. This is another piece of fodder for In Focus Friday. This is the Rising Mermaid coin from Scottsdale Mint. I really like it. It's actually warmed on me a lot since I got hold of one. I wasn't 100% sure about it when I saw it in pictures, but actually I really do like that. So again, that's In Focus Friday cannon fodder. Another really interesting coin that's come out just in time for this group order was the St. Helena, St. Helena trade dollar, that's right. So this is a really cool coin. It's kind of going along the theme of the Oriental Border Britannia, but this is very much more a kind of homage to that original trade dollar. So there's some of these in this order that we managed to get hold of just in time, but that's looking very cool. I picked up one of those for myself as well. Another interesting set of coins which I have mixed feelings about in terms of how they're going to perform over the course of the future, but we've got some of the Marvel coins. We've got some Thors here. Let's see if we can find the others. We've got Black Panther, and then I think, yeah, that one's Spider-Man. So we have the 3 that are out so far, Spider-Man, Black Panther and Thor, if we can get those in focus. They're very pretty coins. They're very attractive coins, and I do think that they have potential, but I'm not sure about them. That's why, they are holding quite high premiums at the moment above spot, certainly when you're buying them you know, from a bullion dealer. You're certainly not paying cheap prices for them relative to the price of silver. You know, whether they'll have a kind of good resale factor in the future, only time is going to tell, to be honest. You know, they do have things going for them in the sense that they do look very good and that they have potential desirable markets because there's, you know, a really big following for kind of comic books and the like. But at the end of the day, I'm not entirely convinced by them, so I haven't picked up any for myself, but it's always good to see them, and I do think that they look pretty cool. We've got some coloured lunar dogs here. I've spoken about coloured coins in the past before. I like them. I think they're really good, but they have to be considered as kind of a collector's item rather than an investment. You know, coloured coins are not necessarily going to hold huge premiums in the future that you might buy them. So if you can get them for a cheap price, they are a good thing to get. So here's some coloured dogs. Those are very cool. Perth Mint Lunar Series. There's a lot of coins in here that are represented in there. So we've got some. Well, there's another coloured one as well. There's a coloured rooster. But we've got people keep picking up regular roosters. There's a lot in there, and I mean you can see that this pile of silver is huge. So let's just have a rummage around in here because I'm sure there are lots of other different things that we can find. We've got a CDs leopard, 5 CDs leopard. This one is rather than the 100 CDs mint error. That's a very cool coin. I do like those. I think they're very good. Those are the elephants we've seen before. There are a bunch of, is this one of them? Yes, this is the Incus Canadian maple leaf. So instead of it kind of sticking out from the coin, the design sticks into the coin, which is really actually quite cool. I thought it would be a bit more pronounced though. It's not actually that pronounced into the coin, so maybe a little bit of disappointment, but I do think it looks really good nevertheless. So that's a very interesting one to see. What else have we got? We've got the new wedge-tailed eagle. Now I do like this. This is very pretty indeed. Look how elegant that is. You know, I'll tell you what, the Perth Mint does some really, really good jobs. In fact, that's what I was looking for, because the Perth Mint have got some interesting coins in here, which I wanted to share with you guys now. If I can find where I've put them, here's some of them. So this is the emu. Now this caused a little bit of a fallout on the Silver Forum from a number of people who felt that it wasn't necessarily worth jumping on a bandwagon to pick these up. Now, a lot of people were thinking, and still maybe do think, that these are the next Perth Mint Swan coin. You know, they have a relatively low mintage. I can't remember off the top of my head what that is, but they have a relatively low mintage. And you know, they look very good. Whether or not they actually are aesthetically pleasing, I think they do. I think they tick that box. The emu is very good. It's not a pretty bird, certainly not as pretty as a swan, but I have to say the detail and the level of detail on this is pretty amazing. So that's a very cool coin. It is an expensive coin though, so it'd be interesting to sort of see what people's thoughts are on that in the future, whether it's going to turn into a new Perth Mint Swan or not. This is an interesting one, which I again picked up for cannon fodder for the In Focus Friday series. So this is one of the Scorpion coins. I think that looks pretty cool. That's one of the cool things about doing In Focus Friday for so many times. Sometimes I just feel like I have to have an excuse to buy random coins just to focus on the series there. So here's a Tower Bridge coin. This is another capital gains exempt coin, which is pretty cool. Not really for me though. Oh, look what I found. Talking about not for me, I found one of the zombie dogs. It was buried pretty heavily under the silver. Let's bury that back under there because we don't like that coin. That's not a very good coin at all. Quite a few Libertads in this particular order. Lots of people like Libertads, which is really nice to see. Some of these, now this is not one of the particularly bad ones, but some of these, which were random years basically, ended up being pretty toned. So I think there might be a few people who would be a bit miffed that there's a few toned pieces in their collection. We've got here a Superman. Oops, for dropping that one all over the place. We've got here a Canadian Superman coin. That's pretty cool. I've seen those before in group orders. Now, one thing that we didn't see very much of in this particular order was Austrian Philharmonics, which is odd because normally we get at least a roll of those or a tube of those being bought by somebody as kind of the cheapest silver coins that are out there. That seems to have been replaced by the Nui Owls, which we talked about yesterday. So it's quite interesting to see that the Nui Owl is sort of outstripping maybe the Austrian Philharmonic coin for popularity in terms of maybe that cheap coin of choice. A few more Perth Mint lunar coins here. We've got a Perth Mint lunar rabbit. This is the first lunar rabbit actually in silver that I've managed to see, because I don't collect these and I haven't backdated them either. So first rabbit that I've seen, which is very cool indeed. And then the year of the snake as well. I do like that. I think the snake looks really good. Reminds me of the Christopher Sanchez snake actually, now I come to think of it, with that sort of curled look and feel to it. So Very, very cool coin as well. So yeah, there's so much here on the table. I think it's, we could go on and on forever, and maybe I will just dig around a little bit more, as this is the last and final part that we're going to be doing of this ridiculous unboxing. So we haven't talked about koalas. We've got some koalas in here. Not very many koalas, I have to say. They seem to be not as popular as the kookaburras. There's a lot of the 2018 1-ounce kookaburras in this particular order, which is a really nice coin. I really like it. It does seem that some people don't, but I think it's actually a very, very cool coin indeed. What else? Let's have a quick dig around. There's a giraffe. Let's put this back in focus for you guys. So there's a giraffe there, more Libertads, more Perth Mint. That's another Perth Mint coin, very cool. Big. I like the 2-ounce Perth Mint lunars. They are very big. They're very thin in profile, but they always stand out really well. More trade dollars. Oh, we have a 5-ounce elephant. Now this is actually the only mistake that was made in this particular order by goldsilver.be. They were meant to send a 5-ounce lunar dog, but they actually accidentally sent a 5-ounce lunar elephant. But the customer that ordered it, or the person that ordered it on the group forum, was happy just to take the elephant in basically in payment instead of the dog. So that was fortunate. But for goldsilver.be to make one mistake out of, I don't even know how many different varieties there are here, but there must be at least 100 or so different coins, is pretty impressive all told. So well done to them. Oh, this is one thing that we haven't looked at in this tiny little tube. We have here some 10th ounce platinum Britannias. So those are very cool indeed. I will hopefully be featuring these on my Wednesday video next week, which is going to be all talking about platinum and having a look at some of the new platinum pieces that we've seen come up recently. So those are very cool. I think they're quite cute, very tiny little pieces indeed. So that is about it, I think. I've gone through it all. You may well see some things which I haven't picked up in here. There's a lot of the Queen's Beast coins, a lot of the Queen's Beast griffins and unicorns and dragons in here. A few pandas floating around, a few more maple leaves, a few of the African elephants. We've got some UK lunar coins. I'm not impressed. Like, for example, this one, you can see, first of all, it's a horrible coin. I really do hate the design of this, but there's some toning on this one as well, so not particularly good quality. You can see there's some more toning on the other side. So yeah, in my opinion, stay well clear of those coins. They are not very good at all. And the bloody lunar dog, which I've buried somewhere under here, really doesn't sit well with me at all, as you all know. So that is, I think, it. Oh, I've picked up another bloody dog. Look at that. They just keep coming back. There's 2 in this whole order, and I've managed to find them. Let's bury that one away. Here's one last one to show you, which is a Kingdom of Bhutan coin. Really nice. This again is a pickup by me for In Focus Friday fodder. I thought it looked really cool, and it is a Year of the Dog coin. And whilst that might not be the most attractive Year of the Dog coin ever, I was drawn to it because I thought it was a pretty cool design of a coin. So yeah, there we go. That is the 1,000 ounce silver unboxing extravaganza tour of this giant pile of silver. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching me rummage through here. There are plenty of other things which I haven't touched on yet. So here we've got some, which one was this? The Lion Privy Lunar Horse, Year of the Horse. There's just so much. I've probably missed them. If I continue, I'm just not going to be able to finish this video. So guys, there we have the 1,000 ounces of silver. The next task for me and Mrs. Backyard Bullion is now to rearrange this. Mrs. Backyard Bullion sitting in the corner, cringing at me messing up everything here, because there was a little bit of rhyme and reason to it, but now it's all just mixed in and messed up. So now we've got to go back through it, sort it out, package it all up, and get it all posted to you guys. By the time these videos have gone up, many of you probably will have already had these. Yeah. I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive thank you, though, to everybody on the Silver Forum who's joined in on these group orders. The more of you that do, the better these orders become, and the better these unboxing videos are as well, and obviously the larger they are too. So I just want to say a huge thank you to you guys. It really does make a difference to a lot of other people out there buying silver and getting cheaper shipping costs, and it makes a difference to me being able to do these very large unboxing videos. If you had fun, if you enjoyed this and you want to get involved in the next group order, there is one live. It's up on the Silver Forum. I've put a link down in the description below. Go over there and check it out. Otherwise, I would appreciate it if you can put a thumbs up on this video and share it around on your social media. That would be very helpful indeed. Otherwise, that's it for this group unboxing, this 1,000 ounce unboxing. It's been very, very cool, very, very fun. I'm very, very impressed with all of you guys for buying so much silver and giving Mrs. Backyard Bullion and I so many tips for our huge giant curry, which we will no doubt enjoy later on tonight. So thank you so much to everybody. All I've got left to say is a massive thank you to everybody for watching, and please make sure that you like, share, comment and subscribe for more.